Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on a rematch here against a Japanese player, and we're gonna go with the same team. It looks like I'm gonna be using this team pretty much all week. It's so, versatile, and it fits in so many situations, but as you can see, I'm pretty much just fighting cav lines. So here we go again. You're gonna be seeing pretty much the same scenario as last time, because I mean, it works. Not only that, it's just like, yeah, that's pretty much how you beat these cav lines. I mean, the traps are placed in a position where normally it would be hard for you to initiate on. You could even do the same with Nerthus if you were to smite Nerthus up. All you really have to do is take out the unit in front as well as the dancer and then back out. The problem is Nerthus can't counter from distance, and Nerthus doesn't have Canto remaining. She only has Canto 1, which doesn't put her far enough away the majority of the time. With this one, the benefit is that the dancer is like in a really nice spot to be able to hit. Flaw in design, I guess. Because really all you have to do here is take out Yoon, and then you'd be able to take out Plumeria afterwards. Perhaps you could put another unit in that spot to make it a little bit more challenging to access the dancer, who is really who I'm going after here. That would make this potentially more difficult to clear. But still, the flame terrains are going to slow everything down. So, and even in any case, the unit that I'm going to be taking combat with, Edelgard will have a pretty easy time against. I don't know, man. Really, not much that you can do against something like this, against a Claire like this, because it's really down to the matchups. The thing about, as I said before, these cav lines is that you really have to have the premium units. You have to have the newest and the best, and he does here. These are like some of the best units for this particular cav line, or defense archetype is rather what I wanted to say. He does have the best units here, but winter units good. New units good. It's pretty much what it boils down to here. Very nice job blocking off the path here to Sanaki. Not sure why he chose Sanaki here, even though, well, Yoon is such a soft target. I guess those are the main damage dealers on that end, so it's probably best just to keep them safe. But yeah, Yoon is such a soft target, it's an easy initiation point for either of the Edelgards, or for any melee units really, to take her out. The only thing is the gamble in terms of whether or not that trap is real. And the thing about this Edelgard is that even if I went up there and let's say somehow got stuck on the trap or on a trap, it still would be pretty easy to get out. Because really, pivot and you're safe. The only challenge would be if it was, for me in particular, if it was the heavy trap, bolt trap instead of the gravity trap, in which case I would have to get out for that turn, because depending on how much the trap is, I'd lose all of the weapon effects. But I could still get out and go back in the next turn, because Healing Tower works in my favor. Or for some people, they'd be able to just Wings of Mercy in, because that's really what they would have wanted in the first place. But yeah, we're just gonna smite again, get up there and take out Yoon and her friend Plumeria here. Ooh, it's fake. Yeah, I was thinking it would be the real one. So this is a one shot. And we go again with Plumeria here. It's very tempting to try to take out this Shamir, but the thing is, I don't want to get attacked by... what's her face? The armored unit. Which is why I'm going to probably leave her there. I could either go straight up or come back down. It's two options. I can do whichever. pleases me. Because neither of the ranged calves will be able to come in Sanaki or Yunaka. So I can either stay up here or go back down, but I'm probably going to go back down. If I was going to stay, I could have taken out Shamir and then taken out Plumeria afterwards, but let's back out just for funsies.
Come along.
Gonna back all the way out now. Because staying here would be the wrong option, because both the 3 units I'd basically sweep if I stayed there. Staying at the top though would be, as you can see, it's pretty easy to see what would happen if I stayed up there. But I'm just gonna back all the way down to here, and then that's pretty much it for this turn. We're gonna see how the units. Ooh, I can jump over there. Nice. We're gonna see how the units move. Guidance is so amazing, isn't it? Again, man, Peony is just the best. Prime is activated, so she can counterattack if she wants to. And one more unit off the board. I mean, even if we couldn't counterattack, it would still be fine. Because Shamir wouldn't have gotten her Deadeye off there. And that's probably one of the other things I'm thinking of in terms of cav lines. There is the option to go the route of having pretty much all flash effects to prevent the opponent from counterattacking in these types of scenarios. But even if the opponent can't counterattack, you're still not necessarily going to kill them because of the flame terrain, and because most of the units that give out flash aren't that powerful. That being said, I was testing against what's her face, Duo Elise, and Duo Elise does take out this Edelgard, Winter Edelgard. Well, both of the Edelgards really, because of the res-based damage that she does. So that is something to consider if you want to enemy phase Elise, the Duo Elise. Yeah, you probably don't want to do that. You're definitely gonna die. But aside from that, Edelgard doesn't lose to Sigurd. And she doesn't lose to Gunungagap as long as she's not getting hit with lethality. So yeah, not much that you can really do. And if you were really making a cav line with those units only, it really wouldn't be the most threatening. I'd probably just tank those in the back row and be fine.
We will deliver.
Yeah. Again, man, I've been saying it, man. These cav lines have a shelf life, and it's not a very long one. It requires a lot of investment, and it's also really dependent on the opponent having a full back row. If they don't, if they have the space to be able to avoid you on turn 1, then yeah, you're pretty much out of luck. What do I do here? I can probably just chill out here. The placement of her fire tiles, the way how her fire tiles plant or come up after she's attacked is so valuable, man. She's such a very good user of those flame terrains in terms of how they come out. Really just hinders the opponent's movement in terms of getting them to come after you. So it looks like I'm pretty much done here. I can take out both of those units as well as, well, all of these units and get the pots and pretty much just close the show here. Does she get the skull or do I meet this res check? Because she has skull. Okay, so I meet the res check. She didn't get anything there. Nice.
For all life
Take the pot. And we're going to close out the map here with the kill on Sanaki. Alright, that's it, man. See you in the next match. I gotta go prepare my Summoner Duels teams, even though I really don't want to play. Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on a rematch here against someone who played fantastically against my defense. They were one of the few persons that actually the only person that was able to find the major flaw in my defense that has been there for like at least 8 months. No one else has been able to pick up on it, so we're gonna give this a try. We're going to see if we're going to be able to just take a swing at his defense, see how it works out. The unfortunate thing here is that I don't think I'm going to win this because I have nothing that can kill this dual Byleth on this season. Crom here is the best option that I have, but I'm not sure how his matchup is going to be without the physical null follow-up. I had to swap that out for Wings of Mercy just to try to get this team to function with Uller on it. So I don't really know how this matchup is going to work, or maybe it doesn't even work. We'll see. So yeah, we're going to test this out. And also, I don't have anything that can tackle that Edelgard either at melee range, so not a lot of options here. But we're going to basically just open up the spaces here, and then see how the matchups look from there. Very nice defense. I really appreciate seeing something a little bit different on this map. I think I've seen this layout before, but with dual Byleth, it's actually quite so much stronger. Quite so much. That's not English, Brand. Yeah, quite a lot stronger because of dual Byleth. Most other near savers would have been easier to pick off, but Byleth is just yeah, different kettle of fish. Primarily because he's so new. There aren't that many units in the game that actually take him out 1v1. But in a couple of months, he won't be a problem anymore. Well, I mean, if you've seen the latest legendary banner, then you can pretty much see where we're headed. Yeah, so 3 weeks, as I said. Both of these tanks only last about 3 weeks, and Camilla is actually just making sure that. Interesting pick. And it seems like everyone was pretty much spot on as it relates to the next legendary unit. Everybody aside from a mile away was like, well, we had Hinoka last year, so by the trajectory of the maps and the schematics, we're gonna get Camilla this year. Of course, I mean, you can't have one without the other. And yeah, they were pretty much right. They were pretty much right. I don't know why I did that voice, but yeah, everyone basically got it spot on, and I was kind of surprised that this Camilla is actually a speedy Camilla. The majority of the Camillas so far have been slower versions, so I was a little bit surprised. I was expecting something more along the lines of Ninja Camilla. I thought that was her best version yet, and I thought the legendary version would have some more of that. Even though just looking at her playstyle right now, I would say that the legendary version is a strict upgrade on the ninja version, or maybe it's better to say that they serve two different roles. Yeah, that's probably better to say, two completely different roles. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, about what I thought. If he had the physical null follow-up, I would have been able to take him out there. That's not as much damage as I would have needed there. Not able to pierce through his damage reduction. Perhaps if there was a way to get the Deadeye off, maybe that would have worked out. But we're in a little bit of a pickle here, because as I said, I have no way of killing this guy. So
your plan.
Gonna have to do a bit of thinking. And also, his kit isn't actually optimal. For some reason, I have a. For some reason, I swapped out his A skill for something close defense. For some reason, I don't know why I put that there. But yeah, that's what he has. Really, he wanted the. I have a better A skill on him. This is the one that I picked up from the Hall of Forms. Or no, Binding Worlds. Only thing is, I just swapped out the Oath skill for Time Spulls. I tend to prefer the Time Spulls just because it does give me some charges on the Deadeye. But hold on, let me think this through. Alright, so in order to give myself the best chance at victory here, we're gonna have to set it up assuming that we can take out this Byleth with Golveg as well. Hopefully Golveg can do something. if he doesn't get like, well, we're really hoping for a one-shot with Golvig here. Yeah, that's really the most that we can hope for. Yeah. So we're gonna position, hoping for that to happen, and then yeah, we're just gonna let Uller chill out back here because not much that she can do. You know, in terms of thinking about her refine, I'm thinking she's probably gonna get something like what Alcaris has in terms of being able to cut physical bulk in half. Yeah, she definitely needs some way to get around. Well, by the time her turn comes around for her to get refined, you can only imagine how strong tanks are going to be. So she's definitely going to need some way to cut through all of that bulk. And she's definitely going to need some true damage, perhaps based on her speed.
It will be done.
Yeah, I think speed-based true damage is probably the best way to go, since she's such a fast mythic. So that plus she already has desperation, cut in damage reduction. Well, she ignores damage reduction with Deadeye, but she definitely needs some type of way to reduce. Well, I'm repeating myself. She needs. Well, those are at least the first two things that she needs to be good. That's not good. That is not good from Golvig.
All right.
I think this comes down to the fact that I have the wrong seal here.
We'll make a path.
What's that going to be like? Not even that. I think it comes down to the fact that I really need physical no follow-up here. Which actually just improves the stocks of that Camilla. Because she just gives that out as a start of turn buff, which actually helps this Crown because he does do better with bonuses. But back to Uller a little bit. I think what she needs, aside from those two things, maybe like a built-in warp effect or something to help her mobility, and she definitely needs some type of support effect, because if they just give her another offensive refine, she won't last very long. So I don't know what they'll do to help her out in terms of being a more supportive mythic, because just offering plus four speed is not good enough. I'm at least very happy that Legendary Crown can live this combat. Although I don't believe he'll be able to do it. Well, he probably still will be able to do it come bonus season, so, which is next week. Oh my god. I'm still like shocked that they dropped Severa completely off the bonus rotation. Like she literally just, I don't know if someone completely just forgot about her, that they released her as a unit, but yeah, she's not even on the list. Alright, so the plan here is to go on with Crom and then see if Golvig can do anything more. And then I had to set it up in a way that I'd be able to escape if...
Have a wonderful evening.
If Golvig is actually able to do this. So it's really coming down to these two. And that's really close, actually. But it's looking like no cigar. I don't think I can make up 7. 7 is a lot. 7 is a lot. Maybe the blade session? It's either that or Dance Crom, which will give him an extra buff, but I don't know. If I Dance Crom and have him attack again, there's no way I'm getting both him and Peony out of there. Alright, so I'm just gonna commit. Let's try the blade session first off. Nope. The damage did go up, but the damage reduction also scales.
It will be so.
So yeah, that's the one thing this Golvig is lacking, damage reduction, which I think they'll actually give to Byleth. Brave Byleth, I'm pretty sure they'll give her some type of way to pierce damage reduction, reduce it by half, something, because that's really what she's missing, plus more speed. But yeah, this was my plan to get Crom out, and then I would have danced Wind Tribe Dagger and repositioned out, because Converser has the most range, which is why she has the rally. So she would have rallied and come all the way down to where Crom is. Yeah, this is not looking good. Which means my only option here is to dance Crom. And yeah, that's GG's right there. No way I win if I dance Crom. He's gonna get hit either by Freer or one of the ranged threats. Yep. I didn't have any other team that could actually win this either. As I was saying, these two save units are just so strong. Very difficult to break through. Yeah, I'm gonna blame Uller for this one again. Yep, definitely Uller's fault. Having her as a bonus unit is just the worst. Man, she's gonna need a lot of love when it's time to get her refined.
We'll make a path.
Alright, well, might as well dance him and see what the damage output is like. Just to see how close we really were. Yeah. Can't think of anything else to do at this point. Man, this really worries me, like, in terms of the next, 3 weeks? Dual Byleth is going to be bonus. Not a lot of units that can take him out, so defenses beware. I mean, I've seen so many +10s of this unit. Very popular character, so I'm pretty sure that everyone pulled for him, alongside the Edelgards, and Dimitri as well, so defense is looking to be rough in the upcoming weeks here on Ether raids. Yeah, not even close now. Even with the dance and everything, he just completely takes me out now. Yeah, man, defense is going to be such a pain. Yeah, this guy's going to be everywhere. I was able to get him to like 92 HP, which is just crazy.
You have my all.
Oh my god, man, I don't know. Worst case scenario is that he has something that removes his armor effective damage. Then we're pretty much just out of luck. Definitely see why they released the Camilla at this point, because that starter turn effects to cut damage reduction in half is going to be very, very useful in terms of taking out someone like this Byleth. But that's it for me, man. Let's play another one. I give.